Hello, my loves. Let me move my heater down so it's not so loud. Um, what's going on? Happy new moon. I hope that you all are doing well. I'm excited for this new moon. Scorpio, if you don't know, is traditionally ruled by Mars. Today is Tuesday, which means that it is Mars Day. The statement that goes along with Scorpio is I desire. So it's a perfect time to really buckle down, set some new intentions, not just about what you want, materially speaking, but about who you desire to become and what that looks like. I don't know why I promise me if this door's open while I'm recording, but it does. So let me go ahead and shut it. So yeah, make sure that you guys tap in with that energy. I would recommend that if you don't do anything else today, okay, take the time to look yourself in the mirror and say, I desire XYZ. I am becoming XYZ. My transformation looks like XYZ. To take it a step further, write it down. Write it down in your journal. And just really give some clarity to where you're going, because Scorpio season is a time where we are to move into the underworld, and moving into the underworld doesn't always mean what people think it means. Sometimes it's not about the darkness and doom and gloom so much as it's about transformation. You got to think, when you came into this world, like when your mommy was carrying you in her belly, it was dark. It was dark, and all you really heard was like her breaths, her heartbeat, maybe the sounds of water. It's a very still space to be in. And I want to invite you during this time of Scorpio season, during this time of the Scorpio new moon, to go into that still space and get into a space of becoming, so that you come out of becoming and evolve, okay? That's what I would encourage you to do if you don't do anything else. A prayer that or a scripture that I would recommend that you look to is Psalms 51. It's all about cleansing, purification, renewal, protection, all the things that we need to carry with us as we continue to move into the darkness. And as we move into 2024, you already know I don't believe that the real new year starts until Aries season. So when January rolls around, it will be a fiscal new year. Technically, we will be in a new year, but spiritually speaking, I want you guys to think about the fact that we have the rest of November, December, January, and February, little bit of March, before we really get into a new season, meaning manifestations coming through, things that you've been working on finally blossoming, those real concrete aspects of you manifesting what it is that you're looking to manifest coming through, okay? Now, that doesn't mean that nothing's going to happen before that. I just want you to put into perspective that it's dark. So it's not a time where things are just going to be like boldly blossoming. A few things might get through, like you might have a rose grow through the concrete, and that's great. But for the most part, it's just going to be slow, steady, strategic improvement. And then as we move into, as we move into spring equinox, we'll find that there's a lot more manifestation, essentially. So I just wanted to say that, and I hope that you guys tap in with that energy, just to give y'all a little bit of a spiel on what's going on with me, because I haven't done a video diary, and I know y'all gonna ask. Tomorrow makes day 75 of Discipline to Dominion. I feel great having completed this challenge and really sticking with it, getting up every day, doing what I'm supposed to do, like my yoga, my workout, my reading, my journaling. It's really put me back in touch with who I am and what I want and how I feel. And so I encourage you guys to explore that space. I do plan on curating an offer like Discipline to Dominion for my following, but I'm just going to continue this process through the end of the year. Tomorrow I'm starting a fast. I don't know if I'm going to fast for 3 days, 7 days, or 10 days, but I'm going to do a raw fast for one of those periods. And the rest of that time I'll be no alcohol, no sugar, no processed foods, no shellfish. I already don't eat meat, so I'll only be eating fish in limited quantities because y'all know I was a vegetarian for 10 years before I became a pescatarian 2 years ago. And I don't really indulge like in the seafood like that every day. So with me not eating shellfish, I probably will eat fish maybe once a week or once every other week because it does help me with my brain function, my focus, my energy levels, my hair, teeth, things like that. That's the whole reason why I incorporate it back in my diet. And with shellfish, I feel like there's no real benefits to it. I just eat it because it's good. So I'm cutting it out, and I won't be eating anything processed. I won't be eating any sugar, even when it comes to like juices and stuff. The only day, of course, that I'm gonna break this fast is on Thanksgiving. But I'll fast up until my birthday because that'll make 40 days. So my birthday is Christmas Eve. So I'll be doing that. But in addition to that, I'll be still doing my getting up in the morning, doing my yoga, working out, doing my journaling, doing my reading. In the evening, I'll be doing yoga, reading, and journaling as well. So I'll stick with that. Of course, you guys still may get video diaries from me, but I'm about to move into a new phase of content. So I don't know that the video diaries will stand. If anything, it'll be just video shorts where you guys see me doing the thing, because that helps me hold myself accountable. And then with the videos, it'll just be the content that I'm going to post going forward, because I'm going to be doing content multiple times a week. I have a whole plan about it. So that's where I'm at, and that's what we're moving into. Harmonize with your dreams, babes. Cultivate passion, not just for what you want, but for who you are aspiring to become as well. That will be my recommendation to you. I'm going to go ahead and do the reading for this Scorpio new moon. Let's see what it's given. Y'all, I've changed so much this past year. I can't wait until next year because I'm just ready for a clean slate. But I have just changed so much this year. I'm becoming a whole new person. And some people just aren't going to like me as the person that I'm becoming. And I really don't care. And the only reason why I'm telling y'all that is just because I feel like the spiritual community has become very watered down. Everybody's talking about the same thing. Everybody's doing the same thing. Everybody is on like this new age wave kick. And I'm on, if we're not connecting with God and nature, what are y'all doing? That's what I'm on. And I feel like the easiest way to connect with God is by being in your body. By being aware of your breaths, by taking notice of nature and the natural wonders of this world that man has no hand in, because we have a tendency to idolize these man-made creations, whether it's our phones, whether it's money, whether it's fucking food, whatever it is. We have a tendency to idolize those things, even though we don't consider it idolatry. We have a tendency to idolize those things. And if Spirit hasn't taught me anything else this year, Spirit has told me we're moving into a time where you're not going to be able to maintain these idols. We're moving into a time where it's going to have to be God first and everything else second, including your ego. And I'm inclined to surrender to that. I don't necessarily know specifically why. I just feel in my spirit like it's true. That's what Spirit told me. It feels true, resonates in my spirit. And so I'm sticking with it, and that's what I'm about to be on. I'm about to encourage y'all to fast all the time. I'm about to encourage y'all to meditate all the time. I'm about to encourage y'all to clean up what you're eating, to watch how you talk to people, to watch the energy that you give out, but to be honest and direct and blunt nonetheless. Not that you have to hide how you feel, you know. Definitely about to encourage y'all not only to pray, because I feel like we overuse the word pray, but to really communicate and connect with Source. Okay, I want to encourage you to know that whatever you don't have within yourself, Spirit will take care of the rest. So just pray about it, do the work that you can, ask for what you need, and let it be. Don't obsess about it. Don't go overboard. Don't get snappy. Just let things be what they're going to be. Because at the end of the day, it's going to be what it's going to be anyways. And as long as you've done the proper work, you can't be mad at nobody. You can only be mad at yourself if you haven't done the proper work. If you've done the proper work, there's no reason why the manifestation isn't presenting itself. Now, some of us thought we were doing the proper work at a certain time. We realized that we weren't doing things the way that Spirit wanted us to do it, but we was doing what we wanted to do. And so because of that, we've had some delays. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about y'all who, you don't pray, you don't meditate, you don't journal, you don't ever get a reading, you don't barely drink water, you don't barely want to go outside. All you want to do is roll up in front of the TV and distract yourself. I'm talking to y'all. You got to get out of that, because while you over here going to work every day asking God, hey, I'm tired of this job, can you tell me what I'm supposed to do? Hey, I'm tired of my boss, can you tell me what I'm supposed to do? But while you over here saying that, right? Or you tired of being alone, or you just want somebody to love you and you don't know what to do, while you're over here saying all of that, you're not doing anything to change your circumstance. You're not doing anything to change your reality. And one thing that this year has taught me is we got to get away from saying that we don't want things and then continuing to make space for them. We have to get away from that, because it's literally no point. It's no reason or rhyme for it. It doesn't matter what the situation is. It's no reason or rhyme for it. Even if you're trying to get some money, after you get that money, you're going to hate yourself, because you're going to keep on having to do the thing over and over again that you really don't want to do. So at the end of the day, just be authentic and be willing to do the work. Be willing to really fully see it through with yourself and with Spirit in the forefront. And I feel like once more of us collectively are able to do that, the world will be a better place. Right now, everybody's just running the fucking muck, damaged, okay, broken, frustrated, bogged down, and then they want to transfer that energy instead of healing it. Me, myself, I'm not taking it. You're not going to transfer that energy on me. No, I rebuke it. So, I really hope that a lot of y'all are ready for the changes that you keep asking Spirit for, because I promise you, it's coming. It may not be coming in the timing that you want it to come in, but it's on the way. It's totally on the way. And I don't even know where that message came from, because I ain't planning on giving y'all a separate message from outside of what I was going to say in this tarot spread, but It is what it is. There you go. All right, so what lingering pain is inhibiting your progress and creating stagnation in your life? Fear of, yeah, okay, wait a minute. I almost said fear of failure, but it's not fear of failure, it's fear of success. You're really afraid that if you get to the level of success that you really want, that you're not going to be able to handle it, that you're not going to want all those people depending on you, that you're not going to want all that attention on you, that you're not going to be able to maintain the level of consistency or disciplined income to reinvest back into yourself. It's a lack of confidence and a fear of success that is the lingering pain that is creating stagnation in your life. And it's like every time you see a little bit of success, you go back to making yourself small again, and it's a loop. It's a freaking loop. Okay? Explore the ways in which you've been unknowingly undermining your own journey. What self-sabotaging patterns need to be acknowledged? Well, first of all, you've been undermining your own journey because you have told yourself, I'm not good enough. I don't have all the tools. I don't have all the resources. I don't have the right connections. I don't have the money that I need to have. In all actuality, you absolutely do. You absolutely do. How can you initiate transformative change? No, I'm sorry, y'all. I read that question. I read the second part of that question wrong. What self-sabotaging patterns need to be acknowledged? The self-sabotaging pattern that needs to be acknowledged is negative thinking, especially as it relates to money. Feeling like you don't ever have enough money, you're always going to be broke, nobody's ever going to want to give you anything, nobody ever wants to support you. Like that whole self-sabotaging attitude, it needs to go. It needs to go. Identify the intentions that hold the power to break free from the identified patterns. Identify the intentions that have the power to break free from the identified patterns. The intention that has how do I want to say this? The intention that holds the power to break free from the identified patterns is wealth. The intention behind personal wealth, personal security, personal structure, abundance. Not just enough that you're okay, but that you could actually share. That you could actually share and help other people. Also, another thing about how you can initiate transformative change: balance. Understanding that you're just as much human as you are spirit. Understanding that masculine and divine feminine energies work within and throughout you. Understanding that we are in this world, this 3D world, but we are not of this world. So we can always move beyond it. I would say those are three main things. Harmony between heart and flesh. Delve into the emotional realm and unveil insights on creating a harmonious balance between the desires of your heart and the needs of your physical self. Oh, excuse me. I don't know why I'm so yawny in this video, y'all. Sorry. delve into the emotional realm and unveil insights on creating a harmonious balance between the desire of your heart and the needs of your physical self. So I would say for this one, it's more like the way that you're going to bring that peace between your heart and your flesh is by understanding, first of all, that your intellect and your intuition is two different things. There are things that we know because we have learned them, because we have inherently picked them up. We've been conditioned for it. And there are also things that we do, that we feel. And that's like, we can't explain it. It just comes out of nowhere. Something just takes over, okay? The way to create a balance between the desires of your heart and the needs of your physical self is to understand that just as your intellect has its place, your intuition has its place as well. You need to be willing to embrace both of them. That's going to be very important to your rebirth. I don't want to say science, but I can't think of another term. So I'm going to say science. But when I say science, I don't mean like in a whole ass laboratory. I just mean like mental wisdom. Like sharpening your mental wisdom, sharpening your understanding, especially as it relates to your relationships with other people, close personal relationships, and your relationship with your higher self and shadow self. Okay? So I would say that in order to bring balance between your heart and your flesh, you gotta become aware of making sure that your intellect and your ego are not being led. Your intellect and your intuition are not being led by your ego. Okay? Life transforming aspects. Discover the key aspects of your life currently calling for profound transformation. What areas are ripe for change during this transformative period? First of all, spiritually, you're ripe for change. Emotionally, you're ripe for change. Mentally, you're ripe for change. Everything is ripe for change during this transformative period. It seems like there's a lot of you who you've been a little bit too hard on yourself and you want to be softer. There's a lot of you who haven't confronted enough things and you feel like you need to go ahead and burn those bridges so you can cross the bridge and move on to the next thing. I feel like there's some of you who have allowed too much time, energy, and space to be taken up by certain people, certain emotions, certain thoughts. And now you're realizing like, oh, I just need to release all this shit and let it go and move on. So your reactionary stance is changing. Your attitude is changing. The way that you view love is changing. The way that you love as a person is changing. The way that you communicate has changed. So I think there's a lot of areas that are ripe for change and transformation. But the main thing is your heart. It's really your heart. Yeah, that's what I would say about that one. Let me pull a Moonology, and of course y'all know I did pull a postcard from Spirit earlier. I know you see me on the video. True. All right, new moon in Sag, and I like that because that's our next new moon. That is an indication of alignment, harmonious alignment at that. So I like that. It says, whatever is coming your way looks set to put a smile on your face. The new moon in Sag can mark the restart of fun after a period of feeling low. The energy is adventurous and even willing to take a few risks. But be careful. You don't bet the farm on something here, as the wheel of fortune is still spinning. This card is about exploring life metaphorically by exchanging big ideas with others, or just thinking about your own philosophies. Perhaps it's time to change your mind about something important. It can also signal that a trip is always coming up, if that's something you're working to achieve. But the overall message of this card, is that whatever happens next will be some sort of gift, even if that simply means widening your worldview. So I like what that says. I like how it really just speaks to, like I said, being in alignment as far as timing, new beginnings, setting out, a sense of curiosity and adventure. So not being so fixed and narrow-minded like that Scorpio energy. Yeah, that's really all I would say about that. Of course, y'all know this card, it comes with a few more little points and words, but I'm not going to read all of that. I will read our postcard from Spirit and then close us out. Dearest you, are you taking yourself and your problems too seriously? Maybe fear the future is weighing on you. We would like you to take a little nap. We would like you to take a little break from all that and start having fun. When you stop fixating on what has not been making you. I don't know why I can't read today, y'all. Sorry. Dearest you, are you taking yourself and your problems too seriously? Maybe fear of the future is weighing on you. We would like you to take a little break from all that and start having fun. When you stop fixating on what has been making you heavy-hearted, we get a chance to move some magic in your direction. We just need you to let go a little. Spirit needs some room and gets very inspired by your laughter when you have fun. When was the last time you got really loose, silly, and goofy? Maybe you need to go dancing or watch some very funny comedy to make you laugh. Or call the one friend who you know will remind you how ridiculous and delightfully giddy you can be. You will return refreshed and renewed and ready to once again see the world as less daunting. And you will be ready to receive in perfect timing the bounty that Spirit has for you. So I will leave y'all with that. I know the end of this was a little choppy. Forgive me. I don't know why I was so yawny, and I don't know why it was so hard for me to read through these. It's my brain. I need a nap. That's what it is. It's been a long Tuesday already. I need a nap. But I will leave you all with that. I hope this reading is enjoyable. Please comment on the video, like the video. I need some feedback. I need some pick-me-ups. As a Scorpio rising, going through this 12th house and then 12th house season during Libra season, we're finally getting into like the deeper aspects of Scorpio season. So now more things have moved into my first house. But child, I'm tired. Okay, I'm tired. I feel like ever since the beginning of this year, literally after my birthday, because my birthday last year was so amazing. My wife planned a huge surprise for me, took me to Fredericksburg, and I had the best birthday of my life, seriously. Um, but after that day, I honestly, like, just to be 100% transparent with y'all, I have not been feeling it. I've not been feeling it. My birthday is Christmas Eve, so that means all year I have not been feeling it. I felt great when we went to Mexico because it's always a great time when we go to Mexico for her birthday. And you know, usually we go by ourselves. This year we invited her friends. It was beautiful, amazing, divine, had a great time. Came back, was annoyed at being here. And it's like, I don't have anything to be unhappy about in my life. My wife loves me. I love her. Our bond is very special. Is it perfect all the time? No, but it's great. Like, we really love each other. We work hard for our marriage. I have an opportunity to do what I love for my career. When I'm not working my business, when I don't have any clients, I still have psychic jobs that I work and companies that I work for that will pay me for my gifts and what I do. But I spend so much time feeling sorry for myself, essentially, because I feel like I'm really good at what I do, and I am a huge truth teller, and I'm very transformational. All of my clients that have been with me for a time have had transformations. Have they reached every single goal that they set out to reach? No, but they have transformed in many ways. Some of them were closed off to love and in bad relationships, and now they have a great partner. Some of them were stuck in dead-end careers, and now they have a career that they love. Some of them were in environments that weren't for them, and now they've moved. Some of them had inner child healing and spiritual connection that they needed to do to step in purpose, and they've done that, you know, and you know, it wasn't all on my behalf. They definitely did the work. So I'm not taking credit for their transformation, but I'm just saying there's proof in the pudding to what it is that I do. And I just be frustrated because I feel like it shouldn't be so hard for me to get clients every day, and it just makes me not want to do shit. Like, honestly, that's how it makes me feel, and it's frustrating. But it's just a journey. It's a journey. It's an uphill battle. I have to realize that people are not used to prioritizing their spirituality, and they won't prioritize it unless I give them reason to. So I can't just always come on and say, hey, book a reading, hey, this is what I'm offering, or this is what I'm doing. I have to get I have to make it like easier to give you guys like tips on things that will improve your lives in real time. And so I've just been trying to do that and be a living example of that. And because of that, the last few months of the year have gotten better for me. But I'm just so tired of like the collective energy and the lack of accountability and the unwillingness to really change and transform. Everybody is so stuck in these toxic ass conditioned ways that we've come to, and I'm over it. So that's where I've been at. This is the reading. Hopefully you guys got some type of message from this, but please, that's what I was saying. Please comment on the video, thumbs up the video. Let me know that you're here. Share the video. If you got something and it resonated for you, comment down below and let me know what that was. And I will leave you all